All right, guys, I'm slightly late to the party. We already have a tour in progress. This is going to be episode 2 of our Airbnb flip. Miss Priscilla and Miss Alora are already inside with Rick taking a tour of the building. They're getting ready to go over all the different design concepts and different colors and stuff like that that they want. So let's get you started on the tour.
But here, let's give you a tour of the shop. I'll just show you the pour room. So once it's all done being prepped and built, it comes into the pour room here. We've got heaters and air conditioners. So depending on what time of the year it is, it needs to be about 72 degrees in here to get that 24-hour cure time. Jess is pouring a sample right now. These are one of our sample boards. So she's already done her artwork. That style right there, I guess, is that the panda style? The panda. Panda marble. So she's trying to emulate panda marble there. And then after it gets poured, it continues to drip as the epoxy spreads out over, and so you got to manage those drips and keep working them, and otherwise you got to sand them off when it's all done.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I went to this painting class and abstract painting.
Yeah.
Just cool. It's something like this.
Well, and Jess happens to have a background in teaching.
The wine and painting classes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so fun to just.
Right.
So even like. But there's no.
So this one here, so that's gold flake that she actually put into it. So much like what this is. So it's got the regular gold accents that are inside of it, but these are little metallic gold flakes that were put in by hand, and then you pour over the top of that.
What do you think of that? I mean, a little bit with more teal touch. Something's missing there, but
So this was a sample board we did for the NFL for the Super Bowl. So next year's Super Bowl, we actually did the letters for that Super Bowl that's coming up. Not this year, but next year. So, and these are the samples that they built from. So we show them this first, and they're like, yeah, that's perfect, we like that, and then we go ahead and start pouring the project. So we'll do the same thing with you. We'll do a sample board based on this conversation that we're having today. So if you like this or you like that, but you want to add a color to it, what color do we want to add to it? That's what we need to decide. Is it more like a turquoise color, or is it more like a leafy green color, or?
I think it was closer to this one.
you had a
Something
board
like
that you brought the other day that had a little peacock teal. Did you notice that?
Oh, to the house last week?
Yeah.
It will be out there with the sample boards.
Yeah, I think
So, and then before we go look at those,
Can't go wrong
So-
with just a straight.
so we have,
Yeah. But I think with that teal that she just showed would be more like the color that we chose for the wall.
so what she can do is we can take any one of these colors. These are all different metallic powders, right? So these are all metallic powders that we put into the epoxy, right? And every color, and then you can blend the colors together as well, or add to it with these pigments from the spray paints, and we add those to it as well. So just like with any colors, you mix them together and create new colors. So depending on what it is you're looking for from either a photo or one of our samples, if we've already done it, that's perfect. So
So matching the thing with the wall, even if it's not exact,
Yeah.
because wall colors, accent wall, we can change anytime, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If we change season, let's say, but with the counter, it's permanent.
well, like and the one part that's like a bar, that's almost like a focal point because it's visible
Right.
from all parts of the area,
Right,
So
okay.
so if you make this your focus point and then you build everything else around it, then because the countertop's going to be in there first,
Yeah.
and then you can match everything else
So
to it.
yeah, gold with that peacock teal with the sample that you brought.
Let's take a look at it.
That's
Here, this is your kitchen and your bathroom, all your pieces ready to go. They're going to get primed and set. So is it this one?
oh yeah, this touch I was.
That green?
Oh, it's green, not.
It is green.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
more
actually
ivy green.
it's the
Yeah.
we made this green specifically to match the logo of Rosati's.
Right. Okay,
So-
we'll stick to the little bluish then.
Yeah, I think the other one is
Yeah.
better.
So which one?
The
Yeah,
one
the
that she showed.
Okay. The one that Jess showed you already? Okay. Perfect. All right, so while we're over here, right,
Just the streaks of.
just accents.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the fabrication section. Normally we don't have a trailer back here, but we're actually building it out as a portable showroom.
Oh, that's cool. Where
Yeah.
are you gonna display it?
Like Home Depot, Lowe's, just pretty much anywhere we can. So this is like basically jobs come in a templates like what I did at your house. We put them in a folder over there, and then that's what Ty pulls from, and he pulls the materials out and builds from that template. And then once they're all built and ready to go, it goes over into the prep area, and they primer it and get it ready for pouring. And then you got to sand it down, make sure everything's smooth, and then it goes into the pour room. That gets all done, and then it's ready for installation. So there's about a 24-hour window in between each pour, and then 24 hours for curing, and then you put the top coat, and that's another 24 hours. So for the top coat on yours, depending on when it's done, if I've got the UV top coat, we'll put that on. But if I don't, you're gonna have to choose from one of the other top coats. So we'll look at those right now.
Let's choose one today, like
Yeah.
whether the gloss, and then if that one doesn't come, then you automatically know.
Right, just default to that. Okay,
Exactly.
all right, perfect. The satin shield on it, so it still has a gloss to it. You can still see the reflection in the light, right? Where we also have a matte version like this where
What's
there's
that?
no shine to it. That's just epoxy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's
So
not-
this
I think
is
the glossy makes it.
so this
prettier.
this is actually a floating island that we did. So these are the legs to it, and it'll be so it's a waterfall edge basically that rolls down into
A
it.
bit more glossy.
Glossy.
You want it more glossy? So like this one, that one has just the gloss on it. So it has texture to it, as you can see. And that's the difference between this and the UV top coat. The UV top coat has no texture at all. It's just exactly like what that is.
Yeah. I think no texture
So
would
if
be
we can do that, we'll do it. It's in the house, you know, if there's an opportunity where it's vacant and we can put it on in the house, we
Right.
can probably do that. Then we deliver it with nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go through its first little trial run with a Super Bowl rental,
Right.
and then once they move out, then we come in and put the top coat on it.
And
So if it does get stained or scratched, we just sand it out and make it smooth again.
okay,
So,
let's do that.
all right, so you want like white, mostly white with some
yeah.
gray veins in it?
Even
and
this
then-
white is not bad, right? This
Like-
and even
Yeah, I think
that.
that's nice. White and gray with like in
in
these
between.
is like the gold flecks that
Okay.
you show, gold flecks with vines of turquoise. I'm not turquoise, of teal. In the teal.
Some teal accents.
Yeah.
And you want it to be veiny,
Yeah.
like this kind of a veiny, or more like a river style.
I think the river style is pretty.
I like this one.
So like larger veins,
Yeah.
more like spread out. Okay. So this would be like your sample, but changing the colors.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
And we're going glossy that style, right?
We're gonna do our best to go that glossy style, or maybe we'll just put it on in the house. So it'll still be glossy. It won't have a top coat until we actually can install it.
Okay.
So, but I mean, that's just a couple hour process. So as long as there's a day where it's vacant, we'd
Right.
be able to come in, prep it, do it, and
Does it dry like?
It dries instantly. As soon as you hit it with a UV light, it's instantly dry.
that's cool.
It is very
But
cool.
it's
So
the nail thing.
Yeah.
exactly like that,
Oh yeah,
but
like gel nails.
yep, but it's immediate. Like the light just makes it instantly cure, and it's really super hard. It doesn't scratch. It doesn't stain. You can't even scratch it with a key.
So before
really-
that coat, like that gloss coat is the UV coat is
Uh-huh.
installed, is it more prone to scratching
Yes.
or?
It's
Okay.
more prone to scratch or stain, or chip or anything.
You think
like
with
that.
a month rental in between?
I think it should be fine. And what minor bit there might be, we can just sand it out.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm thinking if you want to go with natural tones, we have a color
Mm-hmm.
called guava. So instead of the silver, I would go with guava. If you're going to go with the teal and a gold, because it'll kind of bring in the colors a lot better. But that's the gold that pops on.
So even with color-wise, with the gold streak and the teal, we don't want too much.
Too much teal.
Like too much of white and bit of like white, gray, and then
little
teal and gold, like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Okay.
It's the visual-wise. We don't want too flashy, you know, everything.
Yeah, so I would do hints of teal with this color because that'll match your walls if that's what you're looking for.
That's the vein you will do, okay.
And then tiny pops of gold. But I would do, instead of the silver, I would do like a guava because it's going to bring you some more natural tones. It's actually close to the color of your shirt.
That's
instead of
pretty.
the silver.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll go ahead and make a sample for you guys. I'm not sure if she's working tomorrow, but if she is, she'll work on it tomorrow. And then all your stuff is pretty much built and ready to go. It'll be primed by the middle of next week and in the pour room as soon as you sign off on the sample board. So as soon as the sample's done, either myself or Jess will give you a call, and you can come over and see it, or we'll do a video chat with you and you can see it that way. And if there's any final edits, like for example, this vein's just too wide, just thin it up a little bit. Where there's too much gold, take 10% out.
Gotcha.
Whatever kind of edit, you know, from that sample board. And keep in mind, sample board is like really small compared to your countertops that are really large, right? So if you take this and put it on a big piece like that, it kind of spreads out. It's not as condensed. So,
Sounds good.
but yeah. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for meeting
Appreciate
us.
it.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Cool.
Yep, it's going to be a really nice project.
All right. Thank you, Rick. Great job. We appreciate all the good information. Want to once again thank Miss Alora and Miss Priscilla for your input and allowing us to video all of this. So I got to hurry up and get to the next job, but I do want to remind you guys to tune in for episode 3. We're actually going to do a build and a pour on episode 3, so it's going to be a really cool video. So we'll see you on the next one. Oh, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and please engage us in the comments section. I'll see you on the next one.